All right, I want to take a quick look at the tangent of a sum or difference between two angles. Um, I don't use this very often just because I use sine and cosine, and when I need tangent, I just divide sine and cosine. But tangent does have its own identities. It's useful once in a while. It doesn't hurt to get it out here. Um, so I'm looking at the tangent of a plus b. Okay, and like I said, I think of this as the sine of a plus b over the cosine of a plus b. And I have identities for both of those two things. So I'm going to write those in here. So the sine of a plus b is the sine of a times the cosine of b plus the cosine of a times the sine of b. Likewise, the cosine on the bottom is the cosine of a times the cosine of b minus the sine of a times the sine of b. Now the thing, I mean, this would be an identity. I mean, it is an identity, but it's generally not the way this is written. The way this is generally written is in terms of tangents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both top and bottom here and multiply them by something that's going to give me tangents. Well, to get tangents, you need cosines on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by 1. So I'm going to multiply by 1 over cosine A cosine B. So I do that on the top and I do that on the bottom. So I'm multiplying by 1. I'm not changing the value. I'm just changing the way things look. Okay. And once I do that, there's a distributive property because this gets multiplied by, by both things there. Likewise on the bottom, this gets multiplied by both things here. So sine of A cos B times that fraction is the sine A cos B goes on the top, and that denominator of cos A cos B goes on the bottom. Denominators generally go on the bottom. So now I've got a cosine A cosine B here. No, I don't. It's a sine B. And I've got that denominator of cosine A cosine B. And down below I've got this thing times that. So cosine A cosine B divided by cosine A cosine B. And then minus, here we go, sine A sine B divided by cosine A cosine B. And so there's that. And I think I've got a bunch of stuff that happens nicely now here. I see a cos B and a cos B that cancels out. I see a cos A and a cos A that cancels out. I see, goodness, everything in sight cancels out there, and nothing cancels out there. Okay. So in this term right here, I've got a sine A over cos A. That's tangent A. And I've got a sine B over cos B. That's tangent B. And then I've got in the denominator a 1 minus sine A over cos A is tangent A, sine B over cos B is tangent B. So this is tangent A, tangent B. And I do want to point out that the tangent of A plus B is not tangent A plus tangent B, although that's in the numerator. You then have to divide by 1 minus the product of tangent of A and tangent of B. Okay, so you've written the tangent of the combined angle in terms of just tangents of the two individual angles. Likewise now, I'm going to write this right here. This is tan of A plus B. Now if I want to do the tangent of A minus B, I got a couple of options. I could go to the sine of A minus B divided by the cosine of A minus B, but I don't want to do that because I've got this right here, and I'm going to just think of this as the tangent of A plus negative B. And so wherever I see a b here, I'm going to plug in negative b's. So the tangent of A plus the tangent of negative b over 1 minus the tangent of A times the tangent of negative b. And now I've got to remember, is tangent even or odd? And it's not so much as remember, I've got to be able to figure it out. So I look, if I have an angle theta, and I have an angle of minus theta, tangent would be the y-coordinate divided by the x, or the tangent is the y-coordinate divided by the x. The difference is where that is a positive y, that's a negative y. Both x's are the same. So the tangents are opposite side. So the tangent of minus theta is going to be minus the tangent of theta. This minus sign is going to come out. So this is the tangent of A minus the tangent of B. and then it's a 1 minus, and on the bottom, again, the minus sign comes out, but there's a minus sign already there, so that becomes a plus. Tangent A, tangent B. Okay, tangent of a sum, tangent of a difference.